breakfast with H&H behind the counter. As you can see, we're standing here in our safe department. Some of you are probably thinking, safe department, didn't even know you had a safe department. Well, actually, H&H is we've got the largest selection of gun safes in the state. So we sell Liberty and Browning currently, and we sell a lot of them. So this is Richard Soper. He's our safe department manager. We are having a sale right now on safes, and Richard's going to tell us all about the sale and to describe a few safes for us. Richard?
Sure. We're starting our sale. It started actually yesterday. It's running through Saturday the 11th, and it is anywhere from 10% through 15%, and then Liberty's also picking up your tax, and Browning has some great incentives on mail-in rebates as well that are going to stack on top of those. And we're going to start with one of our more popular safes, which is the Liberty Fat Boy Jr. And the reason it's one of the more popular ones is for the size and the price and what you're getting quality-wise. This is one of the more popular ones we sell because it offers decently thick steel, a uniform roll body design. So this square frame is actually one piece that's rolled by a large machine, and these corners here are all bent. They don't have to be welded at all. And you're getting a large 48 gun slot capacity as far as long guns are concerned. And then in the door, you're getting pistol slots, pouches, and everything for just about whatever you want. And this thing weighs in at about 750 pounds and is U.S. made in Payson, Utah, which is always a good thing.
Absolutely. So this one's probably pretty popular with the long gun guys.
Absolutely.
With that capacity.
Absolutely.
What's the fire rating on that, Richard?
We have an hour at 12 to 1400 external degrees, and that's going to keep everything inside below 350. So once the internal temperature reaches 350 or above, your paper documents are going to start to char and start to go bad and all that, and that's where they consider failure. So most of the time it'll stay between 250, 275 for most of the fire rating until it starts to fail.
So that's a really good thing to mention. There are other safe companies out there that offer a fire rating. Mm-hmm. When Liberty offers a fire rating, when Browning offers a fire rating, they rate those because they've actually burnt a safe up. So ask your other safe companies, have you ever burnt a safe? And the answer is probably going to be what?
Probably going to be no, or it also depends how they burn it. So Liberty, they ramp up the temperature. It takes about 10 minutes or less, and they ramp it up to 1200 degrees inside the furnace. And then from there, it'll hold 1200 or higher for the remainder. So 50 minutes or more in that furnace, this thing's over 1200 degrees and keeping that cool inside.
Yeah, Richard and I have been fortunate enough to actually see a test burn with 3 different brands of safes, and it was impressive, the equipment they used to test those safes and to determine what their fire rating is and how did they compare with their competitors. And I can tell you from experience, Liberty is trying to beat everybody on their fire protection, and so nobody's going to beat fire protection like Liberty and Browning, period.
No, and so from here, we're going to go from this one to one of our more economical safes, so keeping the kids out of it, your average break-in thief, but still keeping it U.S. made because that's really important to us here. It's one of our main factors in how we choose what brands we're going to carry, and we're going to show you in here on this. So this one's got the push-button electronic lock and 6-digit code, and then we're going to enter here. And one of the important things I want to show is on the inside of the door frame here is where you're going to find most of your information on, where the safe is built. Is it made in the U.S.? And a key factor is if it doesn't say anything, it's not made in the United States. It's usually shipped in from Mexico, China, various places. But this one right here, 30-minute fire rated, 14 gauge US steel that is robotically bent, seamlessly welded in their Payson shop in Utah. And it's just a great value for the money to get your stuff up, because just leaving stuff laying out in the house, you know, yeah, it may never get stolen, but if a fire happens, it has no chance. And our goal is to give it a chance and also keep it away from kids, which is very important. Keep the security factor there. And then also, if there's ever a tornado, if these things are bolted down, we want to have a chance that it's still there, that, you know, there's something to come back to, personal. So
That's another good thing to talk about. Bolting down increases the pry resistance on the door. They can't push it down and use their body weight, so they're all using their arms, and that increases the pry resistance. Plus, how many safes have you all went to retrieve from a tornado situation, and the safe was still there and the house was gone?
yeah, a couple of years ago in the Moore tornado that was just devastating, we got to pick up about 5 or 6 safes, and all the belongings were still there, safes were still intact, fortunately, you know, they had stuff that they got to come back to, because the houses were pretty much completely gone.
Yeah.
And the bolt down kits worked great, which was fantastic, and we went out there and helped them get the safes, get their stuff out. And then we got with the companies to help them replace their safe. They all got brand new safes. And one of the cool stories is one of them that we had bolted down about a month before those tornadoes. A mother-in-law and a child were in the closet behind where the safe was bolted down, and they attribute that was the only 4-walled structure still standing. And I mean, you can't make something like that up. It was really powerful.
The safe saved lives.
Yeah, because that debris was hitting the safe. It was beat up very bad.
Yeah, and if I remember right, the joists from the roof were actually resting on the safe, and the mother-in-law and the newborn infant would have been crushed otherwise.
Yeah, it's very powerful stuff and very important. So
absolutely, and the bolt down kit, ridiculously cheap, along with our service to bolt that down. It's like $40-45.
Yeah, on a delivery that we offer, it's $40, and our delivery prices range from $100 on up to $400 and plus, depending on weight and size. And we offer that pretty much anywhere. We have metro fees along with out of area fees that we can get you taken care of. So
outstanding. Well, let's go look at another safe and have you tell us about it. What do we got here?
We're going to look at another Liberty. So this is getting into the a little bit higher line of it, but definitely going to have more amenities, more security, more fire rating. And we're going to look at the Lincoln model that Liberty makes. And right away, we're going to notice the lights automatically come on, motion sensor, plug-in LED lights. We have bolts on 4 sides of the safe here that are cam-driven. And they also provide a punch attack resistance to where you can push on them on the side as hard as you want, and it's not going to put any pressure on the safe mechanism. We also start getting into a nice, what they call velour interior, jewelry drawer, plug-in outlet kit, and then dehumidifiers all included with that. And you also kind of get into the nice door panel with a ton of features, including this cool pocket right here, which is actually has a liner in it that is claimed to keep it about 50 degrees cooler in a fire to keep your paper documents safe. So titles, deeds, cash, anything like that, anything important, it's trying to.
And it's on the bottom of the door, which is the cooler spot in the safe. So.
Yeah. The bottom part of the safe is going to be the coolest because heat rises. That's just how.
Right. Tell us about that jack that's located in the back of that.
Yeah.
I see it's got like a USB and.
Yeah, so you got
Cat 5 or something.
three power outlets, Cat 5 USB, and then you have a run through for if you want to run a line for security system, or like mine, I've got a Liberty Safe Alert kit So I've got an app on my phone that'll tell me if the door opens, if somebody shakes it, if the humidity drops too low. It'll alert me about anything. And it just offers a lot of versatility in the safe. I've heard of guys running backup hard drives, running a hard drive that they access through the network where they access their actual operating system. Nothing on their laptop
Wow.
at all. So.
That's incredible. So your hard drive would be completely and totally safe from fire, from theft. That's incredible security right there.
All right, let's keep moving. We're going to go on to Browning and what they offer here. So right here we get into a little bit rougher finish, so more garage, or somebody that really knows it might get beat up a little bit or scratched and really doesn't care about that. This is going to be a tougher finish, a little bit cheaper to manufacture. However, security isn't affected at all. We have on the Medallion series, they do
Wow.
corner bolts there, four-sided bolt system, active bolt system.
Corner bolts, that's incredible.
And then, as you notice on their door panel, Browning has a really nice setup for long guns with 2 slots open for your scopes. So I can have 4 scoped rifles on the door ready to go for hunting or target shooting or whatever you want to do with that. And nothing, I haven't even touched the interior setting yet. So.
And that doesn't affect the fire rating at all.
No. It goes in between the gaps of the mechanism, and then that's how they're able to do these scope slots. So, and then on the interior, if you'll notice the rails in there, it's set up kind of like a refrigerator system where you can move those wherever you want. And these are steel shelves with rubber liner over them, so you're going to get non-slip. You're going to get really rugged material, and the ability to move these kind of wherever you need them to be. If you got shorter rifles, so SBRs, if you got a longer rifle, you can adjust those however you want, and it'll be able to work for you. And you can also add shelves. It gives you the ability to add accessories, pistols, racks, anything, jewelry drawers. So you can pretty much do anything you want.
Yeah, that rubber is incredible. It's tacky. It'll keep stuff safe, keep it from sliding around if something were to happen.
Yeah, they really went to the next level with their interior and also their fire ratings. This one is rated at 110 minutes at 1,700 external degrees. And they did that last year. They really upped their fire rating game, and it's just been great since. Combined with their build quality, these are also made in Utah, and combined with their interior, it's just an amazing product.
Outstanding, outstanding. Well, we've got one more safe to show you all.
Yeah.
And,
Get
I'll let you get on with your day.
Get into the kind of Cadillac series, as you might call it. This is Browning's top-of-the-line platinum model, 1.5-inch diameter bolts all the way around corner.
Look how many there are. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're getting closer, bigger, and a stronger mechanism, and it's wrapped that way fully around. And these big corner bolts right here just make prying impossible. Would not try that at all. You have a nice door panel setup, kind of the same kind of setup, but just nicer. And then,
So that door probably weighs more than a lot of the smaller safes combined.
yes, this safe as a whole is around 1,920 pounds, so just weighing in barely under a ton.
And so the big question is, how do you get that in the house? Yes, we have some big guys in our safe delivery team that bring these in and put them in your house where you need them.
Yeah, definitely bigger than me. When we get into this interior, you have cedar line walls, so definitely nice, as well as cedar kind of deters moisture, and in a safe, moisture is kind of the enemy. You want a little bit, but not a whole lot, because you don't want your guns to rust. You don't want to have to maintain them that awful much. So, and then you also get into having the jewelry drawers standard, and that gives a nice option for jewelry, necklaces, just rings, earrings, kind of anything like that, watches, just get into everything.
Wow,
Like that.
all right. Thank you, Richard. Folks, that's it here in the safe department at H&H behind the counter. Just wanted to let you know about this great special that we've got going on, the safe sale. We didn't touch on the prices of the individual safes, but we've got them 10% off, 15% off. Liberty is doing an instant rebate of 8%.
Yeah, they're covering the tax.
They're covering your tax. So, and they're doing that. This is through Saturday. Is that right? Through Saturday here at H&H Shooting Sports, 400 South Vermont, Suite 110. Come on by and check us out.